Hello there, dear friends. I've got the sunshine on my shoulder. Actually, I was going to sing y'all a song that must have came from elementary school. I've spent 5 minutes or more sitting here trying to find it online. I can't find it. If anybody heard this in school, please tell me where I can find the song. It was a cute little song. It was catchy, and it's still in my mind from that many years ago. And it has been many years ago. And this is all I remember. It says, hello, hello. It's nice to say hello. Dun, 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 dun. Hello, 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 hello. So, but I can't find it from probably the 80s. Anyways, that is besides the point. But yes, a warm hello to you today. Well, I'm taking a little break before I really get started. Like, I was going to use an expression, but it's not the nicest. Anyway, yep, I've got everything sorted in individual boxes. And this week I have 25 packages going out. And so that is quite a few. And my goal is, and the thing is, I'm doing it different. I wanted to record this in case you hadn't been to one of my sales, and in case you would take the time to listen to this. I know I'm long-winded, and I do apologize for that. But I changed from, I would get everything sorted that had been sold for the week in individual boxes, and then box by box, I would itemize an invoice. There was a short time frame that I did not itemize, just sent total amount due and shipping, but really quickly I went back to itemizing because I thought, it needs to be. I would want it to be, sorry about that noise, and plus, I got faster at it, so it wasn't this task that seems so insurmountable anymore. I got a lot quicker at the invoicing. Them boys like to spin on tires around here, those young boys. Anyway, but now what I'm doing, I do box by box, send the invoice, and then I would start box by box as things got paid, start the packaging, the wrapping, getting ready to send out. See, it takes time to get your groove and to get your routine, and it might change many times. But just for this week, first time, now on the jewelry items, I have a box with a bunch of like bubble mailers, envelopes, big envelopes, and I have names wrote on those. And like one box might have, 10 to 15 envelopes. And as I sell jewelry items, I drop those in the according bag, the correlating bag. Like, say if Jane just bought a necklace, I'm using that as a hypothetical. I actually do have a Jane though. If Jane buys a necklace, I go right here to the box, find her folder or envelope, and put it in. And that way, when I get towards the end of the week, all the jewelry's already sorted for me. That was a big time saver. Goodness gracious, the bells are going off. That is wonderful. Now, on all the other items I sell, it's harder to do that because I sell big items, like a big bundle of vintage fabrics. I don't know, just big stuff, purses or big jewelry box. And so it's hard to do that with the space that I have. So those items are all together in a sold bin, and then I sort those accordingly. So anyway, basically, I've got all that done and all of my shipping supplies out. I have to get my selling room pretty much void of any items, that are for sale. Any of my inventory has to be out so that I can basically convert into a shipping room. And you need a room. So now I have 25 boxes in that room. with 25 different people's items in it. And now what I'll do is go box by box and itemize the invoice, put that in the computer. But as I'm doing it, I'm also wrapping, packaging it. Say if it's a clothing item, I lay that out, I fold that nicely, put it in the cellophane bag. You know, how many clothing items there are. Book, things I'll give a wipe to if it needs it. Lint balls, get those off shirts if possible, I'm doing all that as I go, box by box, as I invoice. So, whereas used to I'd get all my invoicing done in a day because I wasn't packaging and getting it ready, now it may take 1 to 3 days, according to how many packages I got. I'm hoping for today and tomorrow. And if I push through, don't take a lot of breaks, and work to midnight tonight, I might get it done tonight. Who knows? But anyways, yeah. Mondays and Tuesdays are always the busiest days. So, yeah, that's how I'm doing it. I know that was a long way. I don't know if anybody's interested, but that's what I'm doing. So I'm just getting ready to sit down and start invoicing and packaging. Hubby's getting ready to take the trash back there. I like this new way of doing it. Yes, for sure. And you know what? I got up at 3. It might have been 2:49 a.m. or 3:15 a.m. this morning. That's why I look so incredibly tired. Look at these eyes. Sleepy right now. I believe I'm going to have to get me a cup of coffee. So, I don't know. I just couldn't go back to sleep and thought, I'm just going to stay up and I'll get an early start on my work after I take Morgan to school at 8. So, yeah. Just wanted to share about that. The new schedule, if you don't know, is Friday starting at 1 p.m. Eastern and Sunday starting at 3 p.m. Eastern. And maybe some pop-ups during the week or clothing sale during the week. But we have to go a stretch from Sunday to Friday without seeing each other. So that's a little different, isn't it? It was split up more, Wednesday and Saturday. But either way, yeah, I could tell my little business is growing. I thank you for that. I do. You got to set goals and want this and want that, but I don't really have a goal set to be a great big huge channel. I really don't. Matter of fact, I'm a little bit afraid that the personability, I don't know if that's a word, would be lost in it. I don't know. I don't know how I would do it. 2, I would be a little afraid that items I sell would no longer be available at good deals, because the more people you have, the more bids you have, and the less chance you have of getting a really good deal. I mean, you still might get a deal better than you would at retail or whatever, and you're still not if you shop this way, you still don't have to go out and find these items, dig for them yourself and whatever. But those are just the things I think about when I watch big channels. I guess people can't help if their channel turns into a big channel. But a couple of people have said that to me, that they foresee that. And I just don't know, really what to think about it. But it's not something I'm necessarily hoping for. Now, income to increase, my profit to increase, of course. I'm hoping for that to increase. And I don't know, the only way it may do that is to get more customers for my channel to grow. Unless each individual customer bought more. But y'all, I don't expect anybody to shop every day or shop every week, And really, I don't want to be a temptation for anybody that's trying not to shop online. I don't. I don't want to be slick and manipulate anybody into purchasing. I had Googled one time about sales or something. Something came up about how to increase your sales or this and that. And basically it was salesmen's tactics. And I just stopped reading. I was like, no, I'm not trying to be a salesman. And from the comments I get and your feedback, I almost feel like I should just have a psychology channel or a chit chat channel or a something like that. But we kind of do that. We kind of chit chat and socialize while we're shopping. So I'm more of a one-on-one type channel, you know, and I don't foresee that changing. Matter of fact, if I'm ever in an auction where there's more than one person or just two people, whether it's on somebody else's channel or mine, I don't feel myself quite because I'm not seeing everything people saying in the chat. I'm only watching for bids and orders because that's what you have to do to keep up, not miss anything and get it right. And I miss so much. Sometimes I go back and watch the replay to see what all you guys were talking about. And sometimes I see I've missed comments about you guys and the hard things you're going through when you're talking amongst yourself in chat. And I feel sorry for that. But anyways, yeah. I was just going to share this little bit. I hope y'all will be okay with my new schedule change. I hope it'll work out better for me monetarily. I think it's going to work out better for me as far as having my Saturday back. I haven't had one off yet, but this coming Saturday will be my first one. I might even be bored or I might get something done. Who knows? And, yeah, so... Well, that was just a lot of talk about not much of nothing. I hope y'all have a great week. I do. If you listened all the way through, I appreciate it. I hope I didn't bore you to pieces. All right, let's see. What can we say? What word comes into your mind to sum up this video in a nutshell? I want to say boring, but that'd be being rude to myself. And I'm trying not to be rude to myself. Yeah, that's another whole topic I could get into. I didn't realize for the longest time, and some of you have been part of the reason I realized how awful I treated myself. How awful I was treating myself. How hardcore and rigid and unforgiving, unrelentless, so critical. All these things I was being towards my very own self. And that has to come out to other people if I am that way. And I'm working on it, y'all. Slowly but surely, as quick as the change will come. I can't make myself change. But the first step in change, I think, is being aware. Even being aware of how we are. Sometimes that comes through and it's hard to swallow, isn't it? But that's why no matter what somebody says to me, after, in case, I may have some initial defensive or protective reaction or thoughts, but after I let the emotions and the feelings settle, and then I really try to take a look at what was said and try to determine, well, was that just a reflection of that person and how they are and how they act? Even if something said was rude or careless to me, or is there some truth to that? Let me think about it. And even if it's not the truth, it might be the truth in that person's eyes who sees me. Say if a person says, you're awfully critical, Misty. Well, maybe 99% of all the other people I know in this world would disagree totally. But if that one person sees me as critical, then I'm going to think about that. I want to work on that. So they'll see me as maybe a positive or encouraging towards them rather than critical. Matter of fact, I'll share this. My husband told me I was very critical of him. And I didn't want to, I was like, I didn't want to believe that. But when a few days went by and I got through the emotions and feelings and wanted to defend myself about it, I thought, I really am. I notice the smallest little things that like pet peeves that get on my nerves about them. And I really overlook a lot of the wonderful, positive, good things that I could be paying attention to or appreciating more. things I'm working on, y'all. So, yeah, if you watched all the way through, will you please give me a thumbs up? And I'm going to tell you what. You think about back when some of you ladies are my age or more, and you think back, would you ever think we'd be asking anybody to give us a thumbs up? This internet world, this technology world and cell phone world's amazing, isn't it? Here I am. I'll be 44 years old this year, and I'm asking y'all to give me a thumbs up. Anytime out in the real world, if somebody gives you a thumbs up, that they're hitchhiking, you know? Anyways, let's just say thumbs up if you watched all the way through, okay? Well, I hope y'all have a blessed day, okay? And let's stay positive, try our best. And thank you for those who reach out to me through email. And I just come across your mind and you act on it. And you send me something kind. I'm in your prayers, or you're thinking of me, or you appreciate this or that. Those words are very healing and soothing to my soul. And they make up for other words I might hear that aren't so good and kind. So I really appreciate it. I love you guys. I will see you Friday, if not before. I hope y'all have your notification bell on. Every so often, go through and unsubscribe and resubscribe and make sure that bell's on. You have to do that with YouTube, believe it or not. But, yeah, thumbs up if you watched all the way through. I love you guys. Love from North Carolina, okay? Take care.